Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to review The Shivering by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This book starts with the story of a plane crash in Nigeria. Ukamaka is the first main character that we have. So Ukamaka, gets the news of this plane crash in Nigeria, and she's afraid that her ex-boyfriend was involved in the crash as well. Her ex-boyfriend is Udena. So she was afraid that Udena had gotten in that plane that had crashed, and so she was calling Nigeria, calling back home to find out if he survived. And she didn't really get any news. She kept refreshing news page on the internet, and then that's how she received a knock on her door. She opened the door and she met Chinedu. That's the second main character. So she met Chinedu at the door. She allowed him to come into her home, and she saw that he had this Princeton top that he was wearing, and she just assumed that he was also a Princeton student like she was. He came in and he told her about hearing about the news of the plane crash in Nigeria, and then he told her that they should pray for the country. So they both held hands and they prayed, and as he was praying, she had a shivering in her body. So that's where the title of the book came from. She had a shivering in her body. Shedu is just such a powerful prayer warrior. Or how will I put it? He prays really well, like he prays so well that it touched her soul. And then after the prayer, they start to discuss about Nigeria, about the ills of the country, and about thinking that the plane crash is probably like a punishment for everything that is wrong in the country and stuff like that. So after that, Chinedu comes to see her regularly. They get to talking, and then that's how they build this friendship. Later, Okamaka later receives news that her ex-boyfriend wasn't involved in the plane crash, and it sort of hurt her. Like, he didn't reach out to her, even as she was trying her best to find out what is happening with him. But he just did not care because they were no longer together. He didn't care, even though she was trying to reach out to him to find out if he was okay. So anyway, she just continued with her relationship with Chinedu. They talked about a lot of things. They always go out together. They go grocery shopping together and stuff like that. And she told him about her ex-boyfriend and how he looked like Thomas Sankara. And when as her relationship was going on, she then realizes that Chinedu is actually a gay guy, and he used to date this guy back in Nigeria, but they called it off when the guy was getting married to another lady. So, and then in the end, she started to suspect that he was not even a student of Princeton. But in the end, Chinedu comes out clean and tells her everything, that he actually is not a student. He was actually squatting with one of the students in the Princeton housing facility, and that he has an issue with documentation, being an immigrant and all that. So, Kamaka just promises that she's going to be the friend that she needs to be, and she'll see him through the whole thing. And that's where the story ends. So what I like about the story is a very, very short book. I think it's 45 pages or so. Very short, straight to the point. And I like that a solid story had formed from these short pages. So I really, really like the friendship between Ukamaka and Chinedu. It was a very sincere friendship. And I also like that it also touched on immigration issues, likely on immigration issues anyway. So I'd really give this book a very, very high rating. If you want to read Nigerian literature, you can just start with this one if you've never read any. And if you have been reading it, then you can just use this one too. You can add this one to your list. Read it and add it to your list. So that's that about this review. See you in the next one. Bye.